What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we're going to be taking a look at the charts. So, as you guys know, we've been watching this Amazon compared to Bitcoin chart, which still seems to be playing out beautifully. I also talked about a lot of other similarities. I know a lot of people don't think you can compare these, but you can because it is a pattern. And in the Amazon.com, when the .com bubble happened, it was the same kind of hype, same kind of everything, a lot of similarities. If you don't think so, that's on you. But I'm here to show you this point of view because you're not going to get it on any of the super bullish Moonboy channels because they only look for bullish signals. So I'm going to concentrate on the bearish signals because everywhere else, they most likely are just looking at the bullish symbols. So we're going to take a look at it. As you guys know, everybody was talking about the hidden bullish divergence right here, but we had the same thing over here in the .com Amazon chart. Everything's playing out almost identically, even in the RSI here. MACD, you can see, is very similar. Put them up yourself if you don't believe it. Somebody had said, but look at all the volume down here. Well, because we don't have the movement here yet. Do you see what happened here? That's all that's in here. It has not been over here yet, but you can see the 9,500 is the main. Like this main over here was 15 bucks on Amazon, and it still went below. I have it measured down. If this is to play out, we could be looking at a $3,500 to $4,500 Bitcoin if it was to play out the same. And it's looking very, very similar. Obviously, you need to be ready for both scenarios. But as of right now, and I'm going to tell you the areas to watch. So the orange trend line right here and the 55 EMA is about 43.6. We'll take a look at the next chart. It is the weekly chart that we had been watching. And if you'll notice in here, I had talked about if we closed below this 43.4 again, then it was going to still be bearish. Also, if you guys have been watching, you know we've been watching this weekly RSI. We did get rejected perfectly on that. Now, with the RSI, if you guys watch this channel, you'll know that we can still pop up above this trend line. But if the weekly closes the RSI above this trend line, then I will start to be looking for a more bullish bounce, possibly up to the 52,000 range, somewhere in there. To the middle of this channel again. But as of right now, it's looking like it got rejected. A lot of people are going to tell you it looks the same as, let me get the RSI off there. Oh, we'll keep it on there. I'll just shrink it down a little bit. A lot of people are talking about it's the same as the pullback over here that we had last summer. But if you look here, the 55 EMA right here, the yellow line, we never opened and closed a weekly below it, and that means one candle opening and closing below. We did not get that over here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 open and closes below that. So that 55 EMA is extremely important here. This also is a gravestone doji. That is a reversal pattern. Now some people are saying it's only got 2 candles, so it can't be a reversal. This is an uptrend on the daily, a small one, but an uptrend. This is the top of the uptrend. That is a doji candle. That is not bullish. I don't know how else to tell you. It's just not bullish. If you guys have followed my channel for any time, we called this over here all the way down. I did think it would go a little bit lower, but what happened was we got the counts right, and then we were looking for an ABC bull trap here. I do believe this was the end of the bull market. This over here was just a big bull trap to get people trapped and then obviously come down. And if you look at the big picture, same thing over here. And every one of these little pumps, everyone gets bullish and thinks they're going to a new all-time high, and they don't sell. And then it goes lower, and then they wish they would have sold up here, and it starts to go back up. And then they're bullish again because everybody's talking about new all-time highs. And then they get dumped on again. And they just keep wishing they would have sold higher all the way down. That is how a bear market works, my friends. So This is the daily chart, and then we were watching this rising broadening wedge. We broke here. The measured move of that is around the mid $20,000 range, lower to mid 20,000. Now, if Bitcoin is going to be bullish, that would be the point I would start to look for it to be bullish. Does it mean that that's going to be the bottom and we go to a new all-time high after that? That is possible, but if it plays out like the Amazon, I highly doubt that's going to happen. We also have put the fibs on here, and we were watching this area here for the 200 EMA. And guys, stick around. We're also going to take a look at Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP at the end. Just the same charts. We're going to take a look at where they're at and how those are looking also. And those seem to be playing out exactly like we expected also. But the 0.382 fib, now that's around the 46.8 range, which also lines up in the daily with the 200 EMA. There is still possibility we could go up there. This could be in 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're waiting for a fifth wave up to here, and that would be an A, and then we would get a B, and then we would get a C and go up higher. That is a possibility to be watching for. But like I said, if it happens like the Amazon pattern, it's not going to be that easy to count the wave counts. So as of right now, if we get below this 21 EMA, which is also the 0.236 fib, and that is lying around 41.4, if we drop below that, make that resistance, we're going to test this low again. And if that low breaks, we're going to talk about where that may go when we go into the 4-hour charts. If you guys are interested in trading, I definitely suggest checking out Prime XBT. By far the best exchange. It's not the gambling casino type that tries to get you 100 times leverage. It's actually a lot easier to use than people think. You can just join these contests for totally free up here, and you get, fake money to play with. And if you win the contest, you can actually win tradable money. So, I think some of them are like $2,000, some are $7,000. But anyways, this is the place to trade. If you ask me, you can trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, everything on one exchange. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus. There is a tutorial on my YouTube page right here. Check it out. There's also some other free tutorials here you might want to check out. But remember, SAVVY50. Oh, in this tutorial, it also tells you how to adjust for your leverage in there too. Another thing you can do to help support the channel, also the Savvy25 is on there also, and that gets you 25% off your trading fees. Definitely comes in handy if you're going to be trading. This is my wife's webpage, inkyourimage.com. There are links below to both of those. Definitely check them out. Check out our webpage. Great way to help support the channel. A lot of cool stuff on here, guys. Cool gift ideas, all kinds of stuff. Check it out. So if we look at this on the 4-hour, I have this channel drawn in here, and I'm not real fond of the downward channel, but it does seem to line up. You can see every time we hit the center here, we get support. Once we break through, it becomes resistance, break back above, came back below. As of right now, that is going to match up with the bottom of this rising broadening wedge that we have here. We talked about it possibly coming up to test the top. We could move this higher now. Let's just put it back up to around the 50,500 range. But as you can see right now, we have a rising channel in here, and same thing here. Every time we get around the center of this channel, that is support and resistance. It plays with it for a while. That's where we're at now, playing right on that line. And let's zoom in a little bit and look at where that would be if we come back down. Now, if we do get back down here, the bottom of this rising broadening wedge, and you see what happened to a rising broadening wedge on the daily, is going to be around the 40,500, give or take. Obviously, it's an ascending line, so the longer it takes, the higher that would be. But a break of that line, let's just say it broke right around here within the next couple days, around the 40,500. The measured move of that would be around 30,700. We could also take a measured move of this rising channel, which I'm not real fond of right now because we did break out up here before going back in it. But to take a more conservative short position, that would be around the $35,000 range. It is definitely a possibility. And if you look down here at the RSI on the 4-hour, looks like we're going to come up, retest this trend line one more time before continuing down. I can stretch that out a little bit so you guys can see it right there. But yeah, we could be coming up, retest this, get another rejection, and then come down. So could we get up to, you know, that one more little wave up here? It is possible. We'll see what happens. It does look like we may get up and get a retest of this. If we close a 4 hour above this, then we may continue on up to retest these highs up here. But as of right now, like I said, this is going to be the area to watch. I'm looking to put a short in if we break this bottom trend line, a pretty hefty short. All right, let's take a look at the Lux Algo indicator. That link is also down below, guys. We got a sell signal on the 4 hour, but if you guys remember, but we've been watching this for the long position that it told us to kick in here when we broke out of the cloud with the first take profit, which it did hit at 43.5. Second take profit was up here at 46.4. It has not got there yet. Does not mean it can't get there. But as of right now, we are on a sell signal. So what you can do on this is you can switch over to, whoops, that's the wrong one. Let me get back over here. You can switch over to, damn it, what's going on here? There we go. So you can switch over to the sell signal. And we'll take a look at where that would tell us. That would put your first take profit at about 37.8. Your second one would be all the way down to around 35,000. Now, as you can see right now, we are getting support in this cloud. The bottom of that cloud is around 41.8. So another break below there and a close of a 4 hour. Our next point of support, you can see I have the support lines put on here. This chart does all of that. Definitely check it out if you haven't. If you use my link down below, you get a 20% off discount. But the next support here is around 40,800, 40,700, which matches up with the bottom of that rising wedge. So a lot of this stuff has confluence. Now a break below that, your next support line is going to be around that 37.3, which also matches up with the measured move I just showed you. So definitely worth looking into if you are trading. If you're not trading, I don't suggest buying an indicator if you're not trading. But if you are trading, it's a great tool to add to your trading tools. Let's look at Ethereum. We had talked about this bouncing in between here, which is exactly what we're doing. So I do think we're most likely going to come down to test this $2,560 range again eventually here. We could even bounce back up, test the top of this one more time. But all in all, guys, I do think this measured move of this rising broadening wedge here down to about 1850 is where we're headed. You can see that I put the hidden bearish divergence in here. We were getting lower highs in the price action, higher highs in RSI on the last video. I think that was Friday. And you can see it's playing out pretty good. Same thing with Litecoin. We had higher highs in the RSI, lower highs in the price action. We were right here on Friday, and I told you watch out, hidden bearish divergence, and boom, we are coming down. Another break below this 116, guys. It's looking pretty bad. If Bitcoin is going in that longer-term bear market, we're looking at probably a $24 Litecoin. XRP came up here, had a little fake out above the trend line, got rejected again. Still looking for this if we are in a bear market, possibly a whole lot lower, 26 cents. But right now, let's put a... This would be the next area to watch here. It's going to be the next area to watch. If it cannot get above 87 cents, right around 87, 88 cents. If it can get above that, then I would look for the dollar for the next rejection. If it does break $1.05 or so, it could get extremely bullish. I know a lot of people think it's going to run just because it did in 2017 after Bitcoin. Not saying it can't happen, but things don't always play out the way people expect. That's how they set you up to lose money. So anyways, keep an eye on this. It does look like in the daily, if it does continue up, break that 87 or 89, it may throw a daily buy signal in there. But there is massive hidden bearish divergence here that you need to watch out for. It does look like it's probably just going to keep rolling over. My opinion, not yours. None of this is financial advice. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I really appreciate it if you take a second out, smash that thumbs up, share the video if you would, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you later.